Take a look at this glowing golden crown landing softly on a velvet cushion. I want you to picture the person who wears it as the absolute best leader you could ever imagine. Someone who is perfectly fair, deeply kind, and always stands up to protect the weak. Now, wipe that image away and picture the exact opposite. Think of a leader who is a loud, boastful bully, someone who only cares about himself and uses his power to push everyone else around. Today's reading from the book of Isaiah, covering chapters 11 through 14, follows these two very different types of rulers. Their stories help us see why God is the one we can truly trust. This diagram shows a cracked gray tree stump, representing an old family line named Jesse. Just when the stump looks completely dead, a tiny, bright green branch springs to life from the roots. That little branch is Isaiah's way of introducing our first ruler, and as the diagram shows, the branch grows and radiates a warm glow. God's own spirit rests on this branch, filling it with wisdom, deep understanding, and total power. God chooses leaders who don't need to look intimidating to carry his unstoppable power. This good king uses his power to wash away danger and turn the whole world into a perfectly safe, peaceful place. Isaiah describes this peace through friendships that should be impossible. Picture a dangerous, hungry wolf deciding to curl up and take a peaceful nap right next to a fluffy lamb, or a wild, fierce leopard hanging out in the grass with a baby goat with absolutely no one getting hurt. This image shows a little child walking in a lush meadow, leading all of them, the wolf, the lamb, the leopard, and a calf. Under the good king's rule, even the youngest child can walk right beside giant wild animals without a single drop of fear. Because this king brings such perfect safety, the people respond with a massive song of joy, thanking God for saving them and keeping them secure. This impossible peace and absolute joy show that this righteous branch is exactly the leader the world needs. But Isaiah does not stop there. He shifts our attention to a second king, the harsh, boastful ruler of Babylon. This king was a bully. He spent his time hurting innocent people, destroying cities, and filling his own head with overwhelming pride. Take a look at this diagram of a throne built from blocks, stacking up into the sky. The king of Babylon believed he could raise his throne above the stars. But watch what happens as the heavy weight drops and the throne smashes back down. God is the true king of the universe, and he will never let a proud bully rule forever. God stops the king of Babylon in his tracks. All of the king's grand speeches, his noisy celebrations, and his frightening power are tossed right down into the dirt. It does not matter how big or scary a proud ruler seems. Anyone who tries to put themselves above God will eventually face his justice. These stories appear side by side for a reason. Placing them together shows how God works. He clears away the chaos of the proud to make room for a peace that actually lasts. This video shows dark storm clouds breaking apart to let the bright sunshine pour through. It's a picture of a purpose so firm that nothing in heaven or earth can turn it back. When the world feels scary, or when it seems like the bullies are winning, you do not need to be afraid. Think back to that little green branch sprouting from the old stump of Jesse. That tiny shoot is a symbol of God's promise to make things right. You can trust God completely. You can draw from his wells of salvation, just like Isaiah wrote, and you can sing for joy. We can always have hope, knowing that the God we serve is good, fair, and always in control.